If you've ever thought owning a carbon fiber e-bike was a bit of a pipe dream, you're definitely not alone. For the longest time, carbon frames felt like something reserved for premium, eye-watering price tags. But that's starting to change, and today we're looking at a carbon fiber e-bike that's coming in at no more than about $1,800, which honestly is kind of wild. The name Urtopia might already sound familiar to some of you, especially if you remember the Carbon 1 or the Carbon 1 Pro. Those were the bikes with that super distinctive design that ditched the seat tube altogether and turned a lot of heads in the e-bike world. Well, Urtopia is back at it again, taking everything they've learned about working with carbon fiber and rolling it into a city-friendly package they call the Joy. And just to put things into perspective, the company claims over 1,000 customer reviews, averaging a perfect 5 out of 5 stars, which is not something you see every day. Let's start with the frame, because that's really the star of the show here. Urtopia uses a carbon fiber monocoque frame that's said to be around 30% lighter than a comparable aluminum one. And honestly, it looks pretty slick too. The way the head tube flows into the down tube and seat tube just feels clean and intentional, with the whole structure supported by the seat stays and chain stays. Even better, the battery is integrated into the down tube and sits completely flush, so you don't get that bulky, bolted-on look a lot of e-bikes suffer from. While Urtopia doesn't list the frame weight by itself, the complete bike comes in at about 45 pounds, and that's including the motor, battery, and all the usual e-bike hardware. That's impressive, especially at this price point. The Joy also uses a step-through design, which is a big win for comfort and confidence. Without a top tube in the way, getting on and off the bike is easier and more stable, especially if you're carrying stuff or just want a stress-free mounting experience. Keeping that center of gravity low is a big theme here, and the wheels play a huge role. The Joy rolls on 20-inch wheels with chunky 3-inch wide tires. These smaller wheels help keep the bike planted and stable, while the wide tires add a ton of comfort for city riding. They also open the door to riding on softer or sketchier surfaces, like sand, snow, or mud, without feeling like the bike is fighting you. That low, stable setup really starts to make sense once you realize how much this bike can carry. The Joy is rated for a total payload of about 330 pounds, which is no joke. When you're loading up groceries, gear, or even hauling heavier cargo, stability becomes everything, especially when mounting or dismounting. Urtopia supports this with a range of baskets and cargo accessories, and you can mix and match them to suit your needs. Comfort doesn't stop there either. The Joy comes with an adjustable seat post and stem, a cushioned saddle, and a front suspension fork with 50 millimeters of travel. That might not sound like a lot on paper, but combined with the fat tires, it's more than enough to smooth out potholes, rough pavement, and whatever else the city throws at you. On the power side of things, the Joy runs a rear hub motor, rated at 750 watts peak. That's enough to push the bike up to an unlocked top speed of about 25 miles per hour. And yes, it does have a throttle if that's your thing. More importantly, there's a torque sensor on board, which means the assistance feels natural and responsive instead of jerky or overpowered. The motor puts out around 60 Newton meters of torque, and when paired with an 8-speed Shimano drivetrain, you should have no trouble finding a comfortable cadence, whether you're cruising flats or tackling hills. Range is another area where the Joy really delivers. The integrated 529 watt-hour battery is rated for up to 70 miles on a full charge under ideal conditions. For most people, that's easily enough for daily commuting and errands with plenty to spare. And since the battery is removable, you can always carry a spare if you really want to push things further. Though for most riders, charging every couple of days will be more than sufficient. If you're tempted to try one out in person, Urtopia says they have a dealership network of over 700 shops, so chances are there's one not too far from you. Just be warned, you might walk in curious and walk out with your very first carbon fiber e-bike. Either way, it's exciting to see bikes like this making high-end materials more accessible. Ride safe out there.